guys, it is time for another round of a new series that I'm doing. It's called Brands. The first set of videos that I did were for J. Manuel Beauty. It's on HSN, and I was very, very curious about it. Now, this is a very inexpensive, hey Max, a very inexpensive brand that is new to Ulta, and it's not new to the beauty community because I've heard from a lot of you that have used the products from Makeup Revolution, and it's just new to me because it's at Ulta now, and I never really had access to it before. So I ordered a bunch of products online, and I'm going to go ahead and show them to you and let you know in a week how everything worked. So this is really exciting. I love this series because it gives me a chance to, you know, scope out brands that I'm interested in trying out that I've never tried anything from. So yeah, that's definitely what the series is about. So if you have some suggestions, definitely comment below and give them to me. And it's going to be, I'm going to really concentrate on brands I've never tried any products from. So I got a couple things to show you, and the first thing I'm going to show you is exciting. Now, they had several palettes that, you know, to choose from on the Ulta website. I haven't been to my local Ulta in a while, a couple weeks, so I don't know if the display is there yet, but I've seen pictures. So this brand is also starting to be available in store as well, which is even more exciting because you get to see the products and swatch them as you usually can at Ulta, which is so cool. So I'll be interested, and definitely comment below if you have any suggestions for things for me to check out from them. I would love to hear about that as well if you're familiar with the brand. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is the palette that I chose from the Ulta website. Now, I chose the Affirmation palette. This is a 32, this has 32 shadows in it, so very, very exciting. They have larger palettes, which I think are awesome. I like the packaging, really, really cool. Says Makeup Revolution London. So again, this is 32 colors, and I just went through and swatched a bunch of the colors for you, but this is what the palette looks like. I was really interested in the purples over here, or wrong side. Wrong way. Over here, that kind of a thing. So again, this is the palette. These are the colors. Very, very pretty. A nice wide range from light to deep. There are mattes here. There are satins here. Very, very pretty. And I went ahead and, as I said before, kind of did quite a few different swatches. So this is what the payoff of the eyeshadows are. So I'm very excited to use these on my lids because the payoff seems to be very, very decent for these shadows. And as you can see, I got a sampling of shimmers as well as mattes, and I really found the pigmentation to be there when I dipped my Q-tip into the colors and swatch. So, you know, we'll see what the real deal is when I get my brushes in the palette. But overall, I'm very, very pleased with the performance on the shadows, just when it comes to swatching them and the color payoff. So really, really pleased there. So that's the Affirmation palette. So I'm definitely going to be checking that out over the week. And as I said before, I'll get back to you on how everything went in a week. Because as I said before, as I talked about before, I don't have a ton of products from them. I was just kind of cherry picking what I thought would be interesting to try from the website. Next up, they had really pretty looking lip lacquers, and I got two of those. The packaging on these is really nice. I got two colors. I got a red and I got a purple. So these are called Salvation Velvet Lacquers, and the purple one is called, what is this called? Oh boy. Oh gosh, is it going to be one of those deals where it's hard to... Rebel. The name Rebel is on the actual package, but I don't know if I see the name Rebel. Yes, it's on the tube as well. Oh, that is one of my pet peeves. I hate it when they... hate is a strong word, but I hate it when they don't have the name of the color. Like, because I always think, what if I love this color and I want to get another one after using it up? How am I going to know what to get? Am I going to have to bring the broke down tube with me and figure it out? Put it next to some new ones? These, wow, that looks really good. It's a thick formula. There's a doe foot applicator, and this is what the color looks like. So again, that's the color Rebel. Really, really pretty. A nice plummy color. Plummy berry color. Very, very nice. I'm very impressed with the way that went on swatching wise. Okay, the red is called Like That Love. Is that what that's called? I'm going to check the box. Yeah, it's called Like That Love. Let me give you a good look at the So that's what it looks like, the actual container. And again, with the doe foot applicator, I'll go ahead and put down a swatch. That goes on just as smoothly. I like the consistency. It's not too shiny. It looks like it'll stay put and be opaque on my lips, so that's really nice. So it's right there on the top. Like that, love. Really pretty red. All right. Whew, I hope these are just as good on the face. I really do. Let's go ahead and do the lipsticks as well. I picked up 2 of those, and they are just called Makeup Revolution. I don't know if there's anything extra that I should have told you about, you know, if they have other types of lipsticks, but I got 2 colors, a red and a pink. The red is called Lady, and I smashed this in the top of the tube, but that's what Lady looks like. A really pretty red. I'll swatch her. That's a nice, like a satin finish, I'd say, but definitely going to be opaque when it, opaque when it gets on my lips. So that's right there on the bottom, that's Lady. Really pretty red. You know, I judge a brand by their, when I want to review a brand, I'll get their red lipstick. This color I just thought was beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? A really pretty color, and that's called Crime. So I'm sure you'll see that in the video review for this. I'll try to wear as many of these products as possible in the video review. So that is Crime right there on top. Really, really pretty. Kind of a pinky with almost a purplish lean in there. But yeah, really, really pretty color. And they both are very opaque, which I do like. I don't like a see-through lip color. Who came out with it? You know I love Colourpop, but they came out with sheer lip colors. And I just, like, you know, a couple people asked me about getting those, and I was like, yeah, I just don't like a sheer lipstick. I feel like, what's the point? But I know a lot of people like that, and that takes nothing away. You know, everybody has their personal preferences, but I've never gotten sheer lip colors. You know, I just as a whole haven't really been drawn to those ever. So here is the Makeup Revolution Ultra Brow, the Ultimate Brow Enhancing Kit. Doesn't this just look serious from the packaging? I mean, you know, hey, this is, let's, you know, everything you need to know right up front. I like that. There's a picture of it on the back. So yeah, they're getting good points from me for packaging. So this is definitely going to help, and I like this kind of a thing because this is for people, you know, and I say this in general, unless you have very, very, very light brows, I think that they've got you covered here. Because in this kit, there are 4 super blendable eyebrow powders, 2 tinted eyebrow waxes, an eyebrow arch enhancing cream. I don't even know what that is. I gotta read. I hope they got some information on that. So, and then an arch highlighter powder, eyebrow pencil, 2 applicator brushes, and a mini tweezer. That's all on the front of the packaging. So I'll show you this, and I'll put my finger over the little tweezer and everything to keep it inside the packaging. But yeah, you get all of this in there. So you know what I was saying? I was saying, like, unless you have really, really light brows, I think you might be covered in this kit. It's the medium to dark, so hopefully there's a lighter kit that will work for you if these colors are too deep for you. And again, you need a lighter brow to match the brow hairs that you have. So again, medium to dark. So these first 4 here are powders. Over here, these first 4 here are powders. And then you have the 2 waxes at the very bottom. So the waxes are in the very bottom. 1, 2, and 1 is very, very deep. I doubt a lot of people will use that because it looks like an almost black shade. And then you have the arch enhancing cream, which I have to read a little bit more, and the highlighter powder. And this seems to be that powder right there. So the cream and then the powder. And then some tools that will help you along, which is nice because I do like using a pencil, and there's a little brown pencil here. I like using a pencil because I'm of the school where, you know, I can't really achieve a good all day lasting look with just a powder, just a pencil. I like to use both, and that's always been the case for me. So yeah, Looks very, very interesting. So can't wait to try that, of course. Next up is the Cover and Conceal, the Ultra Cover and Conceal palette. I got this in medium to dark as well. And this looks really interesting to me online. There's a picture on the back that I'll share with you here. And this is just a look at what the colors are in the palette look like. So we'll take a look at them. And again, that really nice packaging. Very, very nice packaging. Hey, you can see my backyard. You can see my umbrella. See my umbrella? For the patio furniture. But yeah, this is what it looks like. They give you a really large mirror, and then these are the actual colors in the concealer palette. So I'm looking for a nice consistency. What is Max looking at? I'm looking at a nice consistency here that stays put because when it comes to concealing, you want a really good formula that stays put. After I set it, it won't slide, it won't crease, that kind of a thing. So that's going to be what I'm looking for. Now I'll go ahead and give you a look at, I'm sticking my fingers in the products. They seem very, very, very smooth and creamy. But again, I'm hoping they don't move because that's not a good look either. They're very, very light. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. No judgments yet until I put them on my face. But yeah, it's not a very thick and creamy formula, which worries me a bit, I'll be honest. Yeah, we'll see if that'll stay put on me. Because that's one of those things. I like to put a light layer because when you go in with concealer, especially I'll see if it's good with under my eyes as well as spot concealing on my face. You kind of want, a lot of times I want a formula that won't go anywhere, and is very like, light and effective as opposed to being thick, which, leaves you prone to creasing, that kind of a thing. So I did the last four colors. In the palette, and I swatched them on my hand. That's the deepest one right there, closest to my wrist. But yeah, the formula seems very, very light, and I'm wondering if it's going to be light enough to be effective. So we shall see. Next up, let's talk highlighter. I was excited. They had a couple different highlighters, and I just decided to pick one. The one that I picked is a really, really pretty shade, and it was kind of hard to tell what was going on, online. Ordering online, it's kind of like a mixed bag. You just kind of, guesstimate what you think will work for you. But the one that I picked, these are the Vivid Baked Highlighters, really pretty packaging, and I picked Golden Lights. So I'll open this guy up and show you what it looks like. It's a really pretty design in there. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully that'll come across. And I'll go ahead and swatch it for you. Ooh, wow. This reminds me of Albatross from NARS. Ooh, I don't know. Look at that. Oh my goodness, you can see the gold in it. And I was wondering, when it came, I was like, this looks like straight up white. And then, you twist it around and it looks gold. So yeah, very interesting. I'm gonna use a very light touch with that because that's one of them colors you don't play with. You don't play with that. All right, and the other thing I decided to try was the Vivid Baked Bronzer. This might be for the top of my cheeks as well. That's usually what I use. Anything shimmery like this, I like to use at the top of my cheeks. So this color is called Rock On World. So again, it's a Vivid Baked Bronzer Powder. And they had a couple of these as well. And this might be I think I picked the deepest one. And this just looks beautiful. It's a beautiful gold. Oh my gosh, this looks gorgeous. It's a really pretty gold. Yeah, so it's right there on top. That is a really, really pretty gold shade that I hope is coming across on camera. And the last thing that I thought I would try, these looked really, really good. The colors available when it comes to blush were some of the, I think, highlights of all that I saw from this brand. So I got one of the Makeup Revolution The Matte Blush Powders. Again, beautiful colors. If you go to the Ulta website, you will see these colors and they're just gorgeous. The color that I got is called New Rules. So they're matte. So they're matte blush powders, and that's the color that I chose. I just thought that was so darn pretty. I'll go ahead and swatch it for you. And there's nothing like a matte blush. I know people like, I like shimmery blushes too. I think, no, the one I'm wearing today isn't shimmery. But yeah, look at the pigmentation on that. Very nice pigmentation. I'm impressed. Because the last thing you want is a matte blush. A weak matte blush. That is just absolutely no good and of no use to you. This pigmentation went right on my finger. So this swatch is really, really well. It's a really nice shade, and I'm looking forward to using that. And I think I'm going to need to use a light hand because it seems very, very, very pigmented, which is no problem. I'd rather something be pigmented and have to use a light hand with it than it not show up at all and me be digging in the pan to get some color out, right? Yeah, you don't want to be doing that. So, guys, that's what I picked up. I will let you know how all of this is in a week. Thank you for joining me. A little baby update. We had a really good appointment last week, our kind of genetics appointment, I guess that's what you would call it, where they measure everything on the baby, and he's doing really good. I started feeling him kick last week, and I put a little picture up on Instagram, and I wanted to show you because I know not everybody has Instagram. So let me show you this picture. The pictures they come up with are so interesting. They just really, I mean, I was just sitting there and they take all the measurements and they're doing, you know, the ultrasound, and it's like a very long time. It was over 15 minutes, I think. I'm just in awe because they just look at the heartbeat, they look at all of these different things. And this is one of the pictures that I put up. Isn't that crazy? You can just see, oh, the reflection in the glass. You can just see his head and he's just sitting there chilling. I thought that was so freaking cool. But anyway, just wanted to give you a little baby update. Look at the little head. He's just chilling right there. So I thought that was so cute. I wanted to share that with you all. So have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you very soon. I'm going to do some reviews next. So that'll be the next video. One of those, a ton of video review, quick reviews for you on a bunch of products that I'm going to try. And there'll be definitely over 10. So it'll be one of those kind of things next time you see me. So I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.